Hello and welcome back to my channel Lady T. My name is Nathalie and today we are going to do the Disney Room House Challenge. So what I did is build a kind of old cottage that kind of resembles a small castle as well. It got a little bit bigger than I was originally planning, but we have several rooms. Sorry, I'm blubbering already. There are several rooms in this build and every room is going to be themed after another Disney princess. I took the term Disney princess very loosely, the way some are not on the official princess list, but they are princesses to me or they were important to me in my childhood. So I included them on the list, but I will walk you over that when we get to it. First we have to build the cottage that we're going to put the rooms in. Now in total we have 5 rooms upstairs and downstairs we also have 5 rooms. So we have 10 rooms, so 10 different Disney princesses that we're going to be using. Now I'm doing the audio or the voiceover afterwards, so I already know what it's going to look like and I'm really excited to show you. This is only the first part. In this part we're just going to decorate the outdoors very quickly so that you kind of have an idea of what it looks like. I wanted it to feel like it could be, this house could be in a forest somewhere, like so very lush, a lot of greenery, a lot of flowers everywhere. And the ground itself is also, the garden is also very overgrown, but not as much as the outside perimeter. And of course I wanted to make a little pond, just because I thought it would look cute. And this is actually the second time that I tried to make it look a bit more natural. So we also included some stones to make it look like it's not a pool. So I have no idea if your Sims can get in, but that's not the point of it. It's just there to look cute. And originally I was talking over this with a voiceover as I was building it, but I was like, that the original footage was almost 2 to 3 hours, so I cut it down to half an hour or something. And I was like, cute that you wanted to talk over it, Nathalie from the past, but that's not really going to work while editing, so I'll just do a voiceover instead. Now, of course, this is totally my jam. I really like putting plants everywhere. If you have seen some of my former builds, there are plants everywhere in the homes, especially lately in other builds that I haven't shown here on YouTube. There are so many plants, but I love decorating with them. You never can actually have too many plants. And I got the idea of doing this challenge from watching some other YouTubers like Vixella and who else did I say? I don't know. Some people that I don't usually follow. So I did some research like how could I do this? And I got really inspired to do some more building challenges. So to kind of get me outside of my comfort zone, because I'm really stuck in the comfort zone and a special kind of builds. I'm really set in my ways when it comes to building stuff. And some of the stuff that we're actually putting in the garden really works for a Disney princess themed outside kind of feel. There's some stuff that I wouldn't usually really use. Like we're going to put a well in a second, the magical well like here. Why would you have that in your garden if you're not a Disney princess? It just fits. And you can't say that there are not enough flowers in this build. Like, there are more than enough of them. So if your Sims don't like it or don't get a mood to like, oh, this is fantastic, then I don't know what to do, okay? There's so many stuff in here. And of course some CC as well. Not as much outdoors as there is indoors. But look at how lush it looks. It looks like a little garden. It looks like it's in a forest somewhere. small little cottage. We're not keeping the stairs there, don't worry. This was actually kind of tricky to figure out, and then we did it over there. And we also put one on the other side. It actually works with the kitchen that we're going to be building. Some more indoor stuff. This was really odd, but there are 2 bedrooms now upstairs, and they're leading to the bathroom. And then there is a small tower upstairs. And I was really hoping that we would get tangled for that, but you're going to see that in the next episode, in part 2. Because in this episode we're going to do the downstairs area. So in a bit I'm going to explain what we're going to do today. And I hope that you will enjoy. I really enjoy the finished product. Anyway, have a lot of fun. Okay, so now that we're ready for this, we are going to choose, of course, because this is the challenge. We have 10 or 11 rooms that we can fill, and we have a bunch of princesses here. So we're going to decide what are we going to start with. Let's start with the dining area. I have someone in mind that I really want to use, and I hope that we're going to get that princess to make our beautiful dining area. Let's first go over the list we have here. We have Cinderella, Belle, Snow White, Aurora, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, Gianna, Rapunzel, Merida, Moana. Of course, the standard Disney princesses, but I also added the 3 that have once been on the list, I think. It said somewhere on an internet page, but they are now taken off, which are Tinkerbell, Esmeralda, and Jane Porter. From Tarzan, of course. Esmeralda is from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Tinkerbell is, of course, from her own movies, but also from Peter Pan. I also added... Oh, Ariel, of course, also just a princess. I also added Anna, because technically she's not a princess anymore, because at the end of Frozen 2 she takes over from Elsa, but I wanted to include someone from Frozen. And my favorite, Kida, from Atlantis, the Sunken City. One of my favorite movies from Disney. She's not officially a princess, but to me she is. So we are going to decide who is going to be the theme for our dining area. Who I really want, I will tell you now, is, I will jinx it, but it is Mulan. Because of the recent snowy pack, I think it would be really cute if you have a kotatsu. I really want it, but we're not going to get her, probably. So let's see who's going to be our dining area. We have Belle! Oh, this is cool for outside, but we're not going to do that. Okay, our dining area. Our dining area is going to be in here. Sometimes I just look at the stuff and I'm like, what did I download? It's an awful lot, I can tell you that. You're cute if she was a mug, but she was not. table. This is kind of old school, but I want something a bit bigger. Can we actually have something bigger? Because I've made this room very small. This is a bit too big. It's a bit too simple. I like it, but not really. Do we have it in another color? Of course we have other colors. Okay, let me see the different colors like this. Okay, there we go. So this is the room of Belle, the dining area. Really cool, if I do say so myself. Okay, then we move on. Then we're going to... let's first do the kitchen, actually. I'm really in the mood for the... Yes, it's a big-ass kitchen, I know. So, who is going to be your kitchen? Pocahontas. If I had Mulan, then that would have been amazing, because then I could have still kept a Katatsu. Okay. Pocahontas. That is fine. How? Okay, that's for me to figure out and for you to laugh at. We should have something like wood. Like this? It's a bit... maybe. Maybe. We're probably going to hide this, so that's fine for now. We're going to hide that. That's going to be fine. Oh, I love it. I actually really love plants. If you ever seen one of my builds, then you know. I can go nuts with... Not going to put that in, don't worry. I can go nuts with plants. So I'm really happy right now. Simply because, of course... she's our queen from the wild. From outside. So we can actually have some really cool plants. I like how these challenges actually put you out of your comfort zone, and it just... because I always use plants. Okay, so that's not completely out of my comfort zone, but this is not... this style of cottage is not what I would usually build. And like what I build here for Belle is also not the style that I would usually go for. So that to me is already fun. That I can get to experiment a little bit. They are so healthy. Here we go. Some more over there. She wants a lush jungle, so we are going to give her a lush jungle, okay? Like, we're not picky. We're just going to give you the best room ever. Okay, for now, just for now, these are enough plants. Probably. I think this is right. We have some things that she can learn about herbs and stuff like that. Some knowledge of that on the walls. We have something that maybe she handcrafted from wood. We have a lot of plants in here and everything is made of wood. So I think that this is fine. For a Pocahontas kitchen, this is nice. Okay, let's move on to the downstairs no, let's do the hallway actually. Who is going to be our hallway? Ariel! Okay. How? Okay. How are we going to do that? Of course, okay, let's just start at the beginning. Why am I making it more difficult than it? This is kind of perfect, but a little bit on the nose. Okay. Maybe... I really don't know what to do. I never make hallways. That is also the issue. Because, like, what do you put in a hallway? I never know. We can pretend that you are something. Like, you're really down on the ocean floor. I know that I'm maybe a bit too literal with this. Like, we just have to make it a theme. But I also want you to be like, oh, I know what kind of movie this is and what this is from. I think you are a little too mushroomy. Yes, you are. You are as well. These are really good. Oh, we have some different colors for it as well. That's nice. Now that we can use. I mean, of course you can see that it's not what I'm making it out to be. Like, it's not coral, I know. But we can pretend that it is. And make it look like it is. Here we have the work. Yeah, it's like the treasures. This is like the treasure of Ariel. Like, she finds these at the bottom of the sea and she's like, yes, please. But then I can just put you in the middle. You give enough light. We can also have the ones that go down a bit more. There we go. Because Sims can just still pass through. No, it's a bit low, isn't it? It is. Okay. So this is like her little collection. We should have that somewhere. I totally forgot that she had that. We should just put some knickknacks up here. In what? I really love these. This stuff also gets thrown in the sea. So she's like, she collected this. She's like, we are like, why would you collect that? And then she also has a collection of straws. Yes, I'm really happy. With all the little knickknacks, the little lamps are the knickknacks, the little bubbles everywhere, and the slippers that she collected. Yes, and the seaweed and everything. I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy. Oh, and the kitchen of Pocahontas behind. I'm really happy. I would have never done this, of course. Okay. For now, let's, before I quit and go to oh, this is going to be annoying when you play, but that's fine. You never play in the hallway anyway, so that's fine. I'm really happy with it. And I'm really happy with this as well. And I'm really happy. You look a bit boring now, but that's fine. Maybe we should. I know we've already finished this, but I kind of want to add something. We should have a little bit more here. Something that blocks the window. I don't want it to block the window though. Going to be really annoying about it. But it also needs to be... Oh yeah, like that. Okay, there we go. Hope she can still sit here, but we can all sit here, but that's going to be fine. It's probably going to be fine. Let's stop dawning on that. And here we're going to have a toilet, but also our supplies for our washer and our dryer. I'm sorry you have the crappiest room, but who's going to be that small little bathroom? I'm completely fine with that. I can actually work with that, so that's nice. This is really awful. I don't know. How do we put in a reference so that it's clear that this is frozen? Because right now it's not. Why is this proving to be more difficult? This proved to be a little bit difficult, and that's fine. We need a challenge. You don't need that on the toilet. Okay, so we have the references, the snowman, of course, to Olaf, and the trolls to the story of Elsa. We have Anna, we have Elsa, we have Anna, and this also a reference to Anna. So it's a bit less on the nose than like this room. Then let's actually do one more room. Who's going to be our living room? Kida would actually really be difficult. As well, also ocean kind of themed. Esmeralda. Okay, so we can work with more colors because she's a gypsy. Okay, so Esmeralda, the Hunchback of the Notre Dame. Okay, so I'm thinking lots of color. But the thing is, like, it would work with this room because it's so bright and a little bit childish, maybe. And then it really would clash with this because this is really antique. How are we going to make this fit? Gypsy home. Let's look at some stuff. Like, you see, this is what I'm thinking, like lots and lots of color. Okay, getting some inspiration, some brown. Okay, some brown walls. What they seem to have, like some wooden walls. But then this is a lot of color again. We can have wood, but in different colors. This home is really cute, actually. I'm liking this style. Lots of plants, lots of color, lots of pillows. Yeah, let's just bring it so that it comes over. Yes, that's what's bringing these rooms together. It still clashes though because of all the colors that we're going to use with this perfect little antique room, but that's going to be fine. I think this is going to be it. We don't have a magic ball or something. But I'm really liking this gypsy style. Oh, these are back. No, I'll keep them. Yeah. I like how it turned out. Really happy with everything so far. Especially with how this turned out. That we've made it work, but I really love the kitchen. I just really love houseplants, so this is just the kind of room that I would also like to have. Really happy. And then this, we made it work. Like, that's really cool. And then of course we have this. I just want to forget about this room. And then this. I really like color, but I never use color like this. But now I have an excuse, so that's really nice. With so many colors. I like colors. It works. And then we also have this little antique room that really doesn't fit with the room over here. That's really cool about it. So in a bit I will skip for you, but then we are going to continue with a hallway over here. 2 bedrooms. Oh, that's up there. Okay, then we really have to move that. It's fine, I like it better without anyway. And then we have a bathroom over here. It also something leading up here. Like, this is open. So there are 5 more rooms that we can do. And then I also I don't know how I want to do it, but I want to build a basement so that we can do the evil guys, the villains. But we are going to do some more princesses up here, or we're going to just build the villains their own home. But this was the video. We're going to continue with the upstairs area in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think so far, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!